Hello everyone, welcome to this video tutorial where we'll learn a simple if statement program. We'll look into this program first and then we'll run it and then we'll discuss the program in details, what it is doing. After this program, we'll discuss a flowchart that if statement holds. So you'll be able to understand after running the program, looking into the flowchart, how exactly the if statement is working. So, I'm not going to discuss this comment part, stdio.h and int main. I'll be starting with from line number 6, where we are actually declaring a variable num. And what we are doing here is we are asking the user to enter a number, less than 10. Okay, and then I'm scanning the value to the num variable through the keyboard. And then I am writing this condition like this: if num is less than equal to 10, just pay some attention to this condition, So the value of num, whatever you have entered through the keyboard, is less than equal to 10. Then I'm opening the bracket and writing the, printf statement, what an obedient servant you were, just a programming purpose. And I'm closing the if statement here, and then I'm writing one comment also using a printf that after the if block, ending the program. Okay, so now if you build this program, so there is no error. Now you can run this. So it is asking to enter a number less than 10. So let's enter a number less than 10. Let's see what happens. I have entered 6. So now you see what an obedient servant you were, which is got printed, which was inside the if statement or the if block. And then after the if block, the ending program, this printf statement got executed. Okay, so remember this one. So now we'll run again this program. Now we'll give 15 as a value. We are not an obedient servant now. Let's see what happens. So now you see, since it is 15, okay, so what happens over here, since this condition, the num less than 10 is false, so that is why this printf will not get executed. So the control of the execution will not come into the if block. So it will come at the end of the if block and it will find that there is a printf statement over here. So that is why the print statement will be the printf statement, which is after the if block, will get executed and the program ends there. So as you can understand that this particular thing is called if block, right? So only this particular statement will get executed when this particular condition is true. So when we entered 6, at that time this condition is true because 6 is less than equal to 10, which is true. That is why your control of the execution comes over here and this got printed. And after the printf statement of this, the if blocks end, so then the control come over here, right? And now when you entered, basically, the num is equal to 15, when you entered num is equal to 15, at that time, this condition is false, this is false, because 15 is less than equal to 10 is false. So then control will come out of the if block over here. It will not go inside this if block, it will not go. Okay, so that is why the reason when you entered 15, at that time, this particular printf statement was not printed. Instead of that, this particular printf statement was executed because it is outside the if block. So now you can imagine that what will happen if you enter the number value is 10. Okay, so as you can imagine, this condition will be true. So of course this printf statement and this printf statement, both of them will be executed. So let's see what happens when you enter exactly 10. See that both the statement that what an obedient servant you were and after the if block, both of them got executed because this is less than equal to, okay, So it has to be either a less than of 10 or equal to 10 so to become the condition as a true condition. Okay, so now let's take a look at the flowchart. What is happening over here is, so basically this is the starting of your program, and any condition is given into this particular structure of the flowchart, and then if the condition is true, if it is yes, then your statement control flow goes into the statement within the if block. If the condition is no, then the statement comes into outside of the if block. It doesn't go into the if block. Okay, so we have seen this thing. So just remember this particular flowchart when you are writing if statement in your program. And if statements are very, very helpful and necessary to write programs. Thank you for watching.